Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Lolly says yes. Thank you, Lolly. Sleepwalker says yes. Thank you, Sleepwalker. Helga says yes. Thank you, Helga. Miley says yes. Thank you, Miley. Tetsuro says yes. Thank you, Tetsuro. Mitra says yes. Thank you, Mitra. Sosyu says yes. Thank you, Sosyu. Shams. Hello, Shams. Okay, Sham says yes. You can see me. You can hear me. So everything is A-okay. Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Hannah says yes. Okay, great. Well, that means we can start our class. And we always start our class with a toast. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And I, of course, have hot coffee. And we will make 2 toasts. Yes, 2 toasts. Our first toast will be for the green team. You see them. Their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel financially. So let's give them a big thank you. We appreciate their kindness, don't we? Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And for our second toast, it's for you. Because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, that was our toast. Maya, long time no see, Maya. I'm very happy to see you. It's great you're here with us. Maya, yay. I think about you all the time, of course. And Miley and I were actually talking about you. So Maya, great to see you today. Okay, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy, Maya. Okay, let's talk about today's lesson plan. And here, thank you. One more kiss for Maya. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Here is today's lesson plan. Today's lesson plan. Of course, we always start our class with an idiom, and so that's what we'll do. I will give you an idiom, and you will make sentences using the idiom. Then after that, we have form a sentence. It's a worksheet. I will give you a pattern. There's a worksheet. There are example sentences. Then after that, you will make your own sentences. After form a sentence, there's a card guessing game. Tetsuro, he suggested, and I go, oh, that's a great idea. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back the card guessing game. That's what we will do after the form a sentence worksheet. Then after the card guessing game, we will do a video dictation. There are 8 sentences. You will listen carefully and write them down word for word. Then after the dictation practice, we have a conversation between 2 people, Joe and Sue. We call that Lolly's Revenge. And that's what we'll do. In Lolly's Revenge, there's a conversation. And then I will ask you questions about the conversation. Then we will read the conversation, and then we will shadow the conversation. Lots of great practice for you. And then we finish our class with another idiom, but it's an idiom worksheet, and we got example sentences written by the green team. Okay, so I hope you are ready to practice with me and with the chat. By practicing in the chat, by writing sentences in the chat, you're doing two things at the same time. You are practicing your English and you're helping others because they will see your example sentences, right? We learn by examples, so the more sentences there are in the chat, the more learning will happen, all right? So be sure to practice in the chat, make sentences in the chat. I will help you with your sentences in the chat. Okay, let's get right to it. Our first activity is an idiom, and the idiom is on the contrary. On the contrary. If you know what it means, go ahead and write it in the chat. If you think you know what it means, I'll write it on the board, and then I will write an example sentence, and then of course you will write sentences, and the idiom is on the contrary. If you think you know what it means, tell me in the chat. Okay, so our first activity, it's an idiom. And the idiom is on the contrary. If you know what it means, tell me in the chat. On the contrary. Good, Sleepwalker. Good, good, Lolly. Okay, you guys got it. So on the contrary is to mention the exact opposite. To mention the exact opposite. Okay, so to mention the exact opposite, and I have an example sentence. My example sentence is, he is not stupid. On the contrary, he's very intelligent. He's not stupid. On the contrary, he's very intelligent. One more time. He's not stupid. On the contrary, he's very intelligent. Okay, write your sentences too. I have my sentence, and let's see your sentence. Mine is, okay, there is my sentence one more time. He is not stupid. On the contrary, he is very intelligent, right? So it's the opposite. He's not stupid. He's intelligent. Okay, let's see your sentence. Here we go. Tomas. All right, Tomas, how you doing, buddy? Tomas has a sentence. Here it is. I'm sorry. I am not fat. On the contrary, my weight is perfect. I hope. Good one. That's good, Tomas. I am not fat. On the contrary, my weight is perfect. I hope. Good, good, good. Sleepwalker. It's not great today. On the contrary, it's sunny. Very good. Great sentences. Lolly says, students don't dislike teacher Mark. On the contrary, they admire him. Oh, Lolly, very kind of you. Mwah. I love you, Lolly. Helga, he likes beer, but she adores wine. On the contrary. Yeah, it's got to be the same. It needs to be like the same subject. Or, you know, the same person or thing. Okay, Helga? So, Yeah. So yours doesn't exactly work, Helga. For example, everyone says, I love wine. On the contrary, I love beer. It's like the same person. Tetsuro. Profits this year were not bad. On the contrary, they showed great improvement. Good, Tetsuro. Miley, he's not stupid. On the contrary, he just wants us to think so to scare us. Helga, it's not cloudy. It's not cloudy today. On the contrary, it's very sunny. Yep. So it's the same topic, same subject, right? So the weather, right? So your subject is the weather, and so it's not cloudy. On the contrary, it's very sunny, right? So we got to keep with the same subject. Where your first sentence, he and she, it doesn't exactly work. Helga, he likes beer. On the contrary, she likes wine. Okay. He likes beer. On the contrary, she, okay. That's good. Okay, Helga, that works. Yeah. So I was able to understand it better, right? You separated the two, right? He likes beer, she likes wine, so they're opposite. Hey, Costa Magna, hello. Costa Magna has a sentence. Sometimes I think this is a world on the contrary. Okay, or okay, I'll accept. Sometimes I think this world is on the contrary. Okay, you got it. Okay, I like it. Socio. People said he is not a family husband. Or it's better, a family man. That's better. Socio. People said he is not a family man. On the contrary, he is a good man. He takes care of me and my family too much. Okay. Or we can make it a little smoother. We can make it a little simpler, okay? Simpler is better, right? Simple is better. People said he is not a family man. On the contrary, he's a good man. He takes care of our family. He takes care of our family, right? So one more time, people said he is not a family man. On the contrary, he's a good man. He takes care of our family. Marcos, how you doing, buddy? Marcos is in the house. Thank you, Maya. Okay. Sleepwalker. Student marks are not low. On the contrary, they increased. Yeah. So student marks. Students marks. Or how about the students marks? Or scores. How about that? The student scores. The students scores. Okay, we got to think about that for a minute. Okay. Olga. He is not very well without mistakes. On the contrary, he draws very well. So like artist, Olga, one more time, please. So, how about, yeah. So it have to be the same, write and draw. Okay, so one more time, Olga. I'm a little confused. Okay, Bulkis. I'm a teacher. On the contrary, I will study. I still study. Okay, so we have to like, so they're opposite. So you have to mention both. So like, for example, let's see. Yeah, so one more time. Try to make another sentence. Because, for example, you could say, most teachers my age don't study. On the contrary, I study very hard. Something like that. Something like that. Henna, I like pizza. On the contrary, I love cheese. Okay, like and love. Okay, I like pizza. On the contrary, yeah, I like and love. Okay. Okay, Tomas. My computer works terribly slow. Oh, that's too bad, Tomas. So I hope it gets better. Let's see, Miley, she wasn't a bad mother. On the contrary, she made her children independent. Nice. Tetsuo, he doesn't feel low. On the contrary, he is energetic. All right, you're you're looking ahead there. Okay, good. That's our last idiom right there that Tetsuo in his sentence. Marcos, the weather report predicted rain, but on the contrary, it turned out to be a sunny day. Perfect, Marcos. Well done. Amen. Amen's in the house. How are you, Amen? She is not fat. On the contrary, she looks strong. She looks strong. Okay, good. Tetsuo, the library is good. On the contrary, it's a treasure box. Yes, examination marks. That's better. Okay, Sumayet, hello. I like pizza. On the contrary, I love cheesecake. Yeah, so it's, yeah, so I think some people are getting it like maybe actually. So I think some people are using actually the same as on the contrary. Like for example, I love pizza. Actually, I love cheese. So, or like on top of. So I love pizza on top of pizza. I love cheese, or like in addition, right? So I think you're kind of using it as in addition, right? I like pizza. In addition, I love cheese, right? This, on the contrary, it's like actually the opposite. Actually the opposite. Right? So maybe most people think I don't like pizza. On the contrary, I love pizza, right? So people think I don't like pizza, but actually, right, on the contrary, I love pizza. So it's the opposite. And so when you're using this idiom, on the contrary, it's not true, right? It's not a fact. Actually, or some people are using the weather, right? The news, the weather report said it was going to be snowy. Or on the contrary, it's very, sunny, or it's very warm today. So it's not true, it's the opposite. So when you write your sentence, think about that, right? It's not true. People think it's that way, but on the contrary, it isn't. It's the opposite. Okay. Okay, good. Maya, you have a sound. Okay, good. Here's Maya's sentence. And then I'm looking at the clock. We got to change activities. But if you want to keep making sentences, go ahead. but I have to be careful of the clock, of the time, to keep, because we're busy. We're doing 5 activities today, so I have to keep things moving. So Maya will be the last sentence I will read. Oh, I miss Lolly's sentence because I'm talking into the camera. I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, here we go. Maya, I thought I could easily make up a sentence as an example. On the contrary, it turned out to be quite a tough job. Very good, Maya. You used it perfectly. Right? And that's the thing about writing sentences in the chat, right? So in your head, you think, okay, yeah, I understand. On the contrary, it means the opposite. And then when you actually start writing a sentence, when you actually start making a sentence, it's more difficult than you think, right? And so if you can use it in a sentence, that means you actually understand. Okay, Lolly, I'm sorry. I'm going back in the chat. I was looking at the camera. Okay, I see your sentences, Lolly. Here we go. You might think I am tired. On the contrary, I feel energetic than ever. I feel energetic more than ever. Yeah, we need a more than. Okay, Lolly, more than. So here we go, Lolly. You might think I am tired. On the contrary, I feel energetic more than ever. I feel energetic more than ever. Good. And then let's look at, Amen, I saw yours. She is not fat. On the contrary, she looks strong, right? Okay, and now, Lolly, okay, you might think I'm tired. On the contrary, I am energetic more than ever. I am energetic more than ever. Okay, I got it. Okay, more than ever. Good, Lolly. Good, Lolly. And that's gonna, and the thing is, you writing sentences and examples, you're helping others, right? Because we can see what other people are doing, right? We can see the sentences and what is right about the sentence, what is wrong about the sentence, so we can all learn together by examples, right? And so we need, that's an expression, right? That those words collocate more than ever. So you have to use them together, right? Like, you're at the best right now. More than ever. I've never been as, I have never been as energetic now. More than ever, right? So this is your peak. I'm as in the best shape as I've ever, more than ever. I'm in the best shape more than ever, right? I'm as happy, I'm happier more than ever. I'm happier more than ever. I'm stronger more than ever. I'm doing better than more than ever. I don't know. Okay, but that's your peak, right? So good, good, good. Okay, Sleepwalker has a question. Thanks, Tetsuro. Full stop. Wait, okay, wait. Hold on, Sleepwalker. No, we don't interrupt it. Okay, so Sleepwalker says, I think maybe we should use a semicolon before on the contrary or put a full stop. No, I don't, because it's the same idea. Like, we don't want to stop it. A semicolon, that's like another idea, right? So a semicolon is another idea. They're connected, right? So two ideas connected, but on the contrary, it's the same idea, right? We're continuing with our thought, right? So he's not stupid. On the contrary, he is very intelligent, right? So we're using commas. So we can say, okay, he is not stupid. He is very intelligent. So we're putting on the contrary in the middle of the sentence with commas interject. So you can say, he is not stupid, he's very intelligent, right? So those are two. And then on the contrary, we interject that. And so it's your idea, your thinking is flowing, where if you put a full stop, he's not stupid, period. On the contrary, he is very intelligent. You can do that, but you're kind of like, you're stopping the flow of the idea, right? Where if you put a comma, you're continuing that idea. And so it runs smoother. It moves your idea, like your thought about that thing or that person is smoother with a comma. With a period, it stops and then starts again. So it's not as smooth. Hey, Peter's here. Okay. We gotta move on. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat now. Marcos, I expected the meeting to be tense, but on the contrary, it was very relaxed. That's a good sentence. Tomas, I thought I am a poor man. On the contrary, I found enough money to buy 2 bottles of beer. So I am rich enough. We're using that structure enough today. Okay, good job, everyone. If you want to keep practicing, keep using on the contrary, go ahead. But it's time to change to a different activity. It's time for our form a sentence. Like I said, again, I leave it here on the whiteboard, right? I'm not erasing. I want you to see it. If you want to keep practicing this idiom, go ahead. So everything's going to stay on the board so you can see it. And if you have an idea, you want to make a sentence, go for it. Okay, here we go. Activity number 2, form a sentence. And actually, it's a question and reply. It's a question and a reply. The reply will change, right? So that's the pattern. That's the pattern. You're going to input different words into the reply. Okay, you're going to finish the sentence in the reply. The question's static. The question doesn't change. The question is, what are you going to buy? That's going to stay the same, but the reply, I'm going to buy, that's going to change. That's where you finish the sentence. And I have a worksheet so we can see some examples, so you get some ideas, all right? So the pattern, what are you going to buy? And then reply, right? That's up to you. I'm going to buy, right? And then you put in what vocabulary, what are you going to buy? And think about, like, where are you, right? Where are you? When this question is being asked, where are you? So that's the important thing, right? So, where are you? And so we're going to look at the worksheet, and there's going to be different locations, right? So it depends on where you are, what you're going to buy, right? So let's check out the worksheet. Okay, there it is. We got to make it larger. And of course, I have a Patreon page. Go there, support me there. You get all the worksheets. All the worksheets we do here are there. Hundreds and hundreds of worksheets, lots and lots of practice for you. And this is already 104. So this is worksheet 104 of the form a sentence, right? So all of these worksheets are there. Okay, let's check out the examples. Gotta make it a little bit smaller here. It's too big. Too big. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. So the pattern, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy. And then this pattern is used to ask about someone's shopping plans. The response includes what they plan to purchase. So let's check out the examples, shall we? What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy milk, eggs, and bread. So they're at the supermarket, right? So you can see the picture. It's a supermarket. The second one, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy beer and wine. So the place is a liquor store, right? What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy beer and wine. And then our first one more time. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy milk, eggs, and bread, right? They're at the supermarket. And here we go. Next one. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy socks and shirts. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy socks and shirts. So they're at a clothing store. Our next example, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a sofa and chairs. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a sofa and chairs. Where are they? They are at a furniture store. And then we got two more here. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy an apple fritter. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy an apple fritter. They're at a donut shop. And the last example. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a pot and seeds. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a pot and seeds. They're at a garden shop. Okay, so where are you? What are you going to buy? All right. Okay. Let's see. Here we got Lolly's got a sentence here. What are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a new computer because mine is too old. Okay, so where is Lolly? She's at an electronics store, right? So where is Lolly? She's at an electronics store because she's buying a computer, and you buy a computer at an electronics store. Sleepwalk, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a notebook and pencil. Yes, she's at a stationery store. Helga, what are you going to buy? My mother asked me to buy some bread and meat, but on the contrary, I'm going to buy buns and salami. That's good. All right. Make connection right there. Helga used our pattern with the idiom. She put it together. She made a connection. So she has a good idea of how to use the idiom, right? And so that's all practice, right? That is challenging yourself, thinking, okay, how can I use the idiom with the pattern? Very good, Helga, right? And so that is using the language, like making, kind of like a puzzle, I guess, like taking one thing and making it fit into another thing, right? And so you take one thing, and it's like mixing ice cream or something. I don't know. It's like creating dessert. I don't know. But good one, Helga. That's very good. Let's see. Tetsuro, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy sweets and soda. I think Tetsuro is at a convenience store. Maybe he's at a convenience store. Marcos, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy fresh fruit and vegetables for lunch. I think Marcos is at a grocery store. Let's see, Sleepwalker, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy a couple of pots for flowers in the market, okay? She's at maybe like a bazaar, like outdoor market. They have all kinds of different things, like almost like a farmer's market. But farmer's markets are like, you know, people make arts and crafts and sell it, or they make their own like food, right? They might make ice cream, and so they sell it at a farmer's market. Maybe people make their own salsa, and so they sell it at the farmer's market. Maybe people make their own special soup, and they sell it at a farmer's market. Okay, Shams, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy vegetables and fruits. Maybe Shams is at the market. Sleepwalker, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy buns. She's at the bakery. Tomas, the spring is closing day after day, so it's time to buy. Oh, okay. Spring is closing in. Tomas, spring is closing in day by day. Okay, Tomas, we got to change yours a little bit. Spring, we don't need the. We can just say, okay, Tomas, spring, I like it, Tomas. This is going to help other people. It's good, Tomas. Spring is closing in day by day. Spring is closing in, it's coming, right? It's closing in day by day. So each day, spring is getting closer and closer. And one thing, here in Japan, it's still very cold, but the light, it's not dark. So the sun is set, but it's dusk. And so it's still not dark. You can still see outside. So I remember last month, 5 o'clock, it was dark, right? But now it's 5:40 right now, 5:40 p.m. and you can still see outdoors. You can still see cars. You can see the trees, right? It's dusk. And so, yeah, so that means spring is coming. It's getting closer and closer. It's closing in day by day. Okay. Lolly, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy some vegetables and fruit at the market. She's at the market. Olga, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy apples and oranges. She's at the market. Tomas says, I'm going to buy vegetables in the market. At the market. You can, at the market, in the market. Yeah, we usually use at more often, yeah. So it's better to use at. At is location, right? At means location. Helga, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy sneakers and white shoe polish. Shoe polish. Shoe polish. She is at the shoe store. Tetsuro, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy flint and tent. He's at the outdoor at the recreational store, at the outdoor camping store. Flint is to make fire, right? So you have a flint, you could create a spark, and you can build a campfire with a flint. There you go, Tomas. Spring is closing in day by day. You got it. Nice one, buddy. Yep. And so whenever I give you a suggestion, rewrite it, fix your sentence. That way you will improve your English. Okay, great job. No problem for you guys. No problem. You're welcome, Tomas. No problem for everyone. There's the worksheet. We're going to change activities. Samuel, how are you, buddy? Samuel's in the house. Samuel, what are you going to buy? I'm going to buy some bread for breakfast. So he's at the bakery or supermarket. Okay. Let's go to our next activity. Now, like I said, get the worksheet on my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here. And so let's now go to our next activity. Let's put this away for now. There we go. Okay, let's go to our next activity, and that is, this is for you, Tetsuro. This is the card guessing game. Number 3. Yeah, card guessing game. Terrible, terrible. You can't read it. Too sloppy. Too sloppy. 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 Okay, still kind of sloppy. My writing's a little sloppy. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, I have 3 cards. We got 3 cards, and each card we have clues. For example, this card has 3 clues. Some have 4, some have 3. Today we all have 3 clues. So we got 3 cards. Each card has 3 clues. I'm going to read the clue and you guess what the card is. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Here is the card guessing game. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Our first card. It's a thing. What is it? What is it? Okay, what is it? And I have 3 clues for you to guess the card. Here we go. Clue number 1. And we did these a long time ago. So recycle. You know, recycle, like if you, like for example, drink a soda. It's a glass bottle, and what you do, you put it in the recycle bin, and that way they can make a new soda from that bottle. Let's say you have a water bottle and you finished your water. What do you do with the bottle, the plastic bottle, the PET bottle? You put it in the recycle bin so they can make a new bottle of water, right? And so we did these a long time ago, so I'm recycling it, so bringing it back. Perhaps this will jar your memory. You're like, oh, I remember doing that. So I don't know, maybe you'll remember, maybe you won't. Here we go. Card number 1. 3 clues. Clue number 1 is, it's round. Clue number 1, it's round. Clue 2, there are numbers on it. There are numbers on it. Clue number 3, the numbers are from 1 to 12. The numbers are from 1 to 12. What is it? One more time. Here we go. What is it? It's round. There are numbers on it. The numbers are from 1 to 12. What is it? Okay. In the chat, I see you guys writing your guess. Your guess. Did you guess correctly? Did you guess correctly? We'll find out. Here we go. I'm going to bring it down. Did you guess correctly? Here we go. It's coming down. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you got it. It's a clock. Okay. Card number 2. What is it? What is it? What is it? We got 3 clues for you. Here we go. Clue number 1. It's sweet. It's sweet. Clue 2. It's hand size. It's hand size. 3. There is cream on top. There is cream on top. Here we go. One more time. It's sweet. What is it? It's sweet. 2. It's hand size. It's hand size. What is it? And clue number 3, there is cream on top. There is cream on top. What is it? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see. One more time here. Ella, Ella's here. Long time no see, Ella. How are you? Okay, 3 more times for the clues. Hello, JJ. JJ's in the house. Okay, here we go. It's sweet. It's hand size. There is cream on top. Okay, it's time to reveal the answer. Here it is, coming down, coming down. And yes, it's a cupcake. It's a cupcake. You got it. Well done. It's a cupcake, right? It's sweet. It's hand size, right? It's in your hand. It's this, you hold it in your hand. You eat it from your hand. It's hand sized. And there's cream on top with the cherry. There's cream on top with the cherry. That's it. It's a cupcake. Okay, we got one more. Here we go. One more. What is it? What is it? I got 3 clues for you. 3 clues for you. Okay, here we go. Clue number 1. It's food. It's food. 2. It's used on pancakes. It's used on pancakes. And 3. It comes from trees. It comes from trees. One more time. It's food. It's used on pancakes. It comes from trees. What is it? It's food. It's used on pancakes. It comes from trees. What is it? Yeah, Ella. Good to see Ella. Okay, we got some conflicting answers here. We got some what should I say? Conflicting. We got some various responses. We have various ideas. It's food. It's used on pancakes. It comes from trees. So how about this? It comes from the center of the tree. The center of the tree. Does that help you? So it comes from trees, right? Lots of things come from trees, right? But this comes from the center of the tree. The center. This comes from the center of the tree. Not from the outside, from the inside. Not the outside, but the inside. Okay, I'll bring it down. I'm going to show you what it is. Here we go. And it is, dun, 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 yep. It is maple syrup. Yep, it's syrup. It's maple syrup. It's food, right? We eat it. We digest it. We consume it, right? We put it in our mouth. It goes in our stomach. It's food. It's used on pancakes, right? We put it on pancakes or waffles, I guess. and it comes from trees. So the syrup, the maple syrup, comes from maple trees, and they put like a tube inside the tree, and the maple, the sap comes out of the tree, and then they process it, and then it becomes maple syrup, and it is shipped to the markets, and you go to the market and buy it for your pancakes. Okay. Miley loves Canada now. That's where some like 80% of the world's maple syrup comes from Canada. Like 80%, maybe more. I want to say like 80% of the world's maple syrup comes from Canada. Okay. Good job. That was the card guessing game. We'll do it I got a lot of these cards. I got many of them, so I'll do it on Tuesdays and Fridays. And even Sundays I've been doing it. So we'll do them every live stream now. I've got a lot of cards. I've been doing 3 at a time. So we'll do it again next week, okay? It's fun. I like it. And I forgot all about it. And Tetsuro says, hey, why don't you do the card guessing game? I go, yeah, that's a good idea. So thank you, Tetsuro, for reminding me. I forgot all about these cards. So thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You guys give me great ideas. You guys are here supporting me. You guys are giving me ideas. Lolly's Revenge came from Lolly, and you guys, most of the activities we do here are from you. Yeah, your suggestions, I might have like introduced it once, but you said, hey, I like it. And so we keep doing it. I put it into our regular repertoire. And so thank you, Tetsuro. Okay, let's go to our next activity, and that is video dictation. So you need a pencil, you need paper, and there are 8 sentences. I will read each sentence twice. You will listen and write down the sentence. Yes. Raj, hello, Raj. Mwah. Good to see Raj. Okay, the green team is strong today. Thank you. Okay, let's go to our next activity, number 4. That is video dictation. You're in time, Raj. You're in time for the video dictation. Good timing. And the topic is... Okay, Raj, I gotcha. The topic is not plus adjective plus enough. Not plus adjective plus enough. So we have not, so that makes it opposite. That makes it negative, right? That makes it not enough, right? Enough is sufficient. Enough is plenty. But you put a not in front, and that means it's not sufficient. There's not plenty of something, right? So we're putting it negative. We need more, right? It's not enough. We need more. And then adjective is describing the noun, right? So it's not big enough, right? So the thing, let's say the pizza is not big enough for all of us, or it's not large enough for all of us. Or we can say the room is not large enough for all of us, right? It's not sufficient. It's lacking. We're not satisfied. It's unsatisfactory, right? It's not enough. We are not satisfied. We want more. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be larger. And so we complain. Hey, you tell the manager, hey, the food, there's not enough salad in my meal, right? Or there's not enough salad with my meal. Or, there's not enough steak. the steak is too small. It's not enough. So that's what we're doing. There are 8 sentences. You need a pencil, you need paper. Oh, and we have 5 steps. Step 1 is dictation, of course, right? There are 8 sentences, and I will read each sentence twice. After the dictation, we're going to shadow. We're going to say the sentences. Then we're going to check the sentences. That's terrible. Sentence right there. Check the sentences, and then there'll be a quiz. The quiz is to check to see if you remembered the sentences, and then we will review all of them together. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Step 1 is dictation. That means you need a pencil. You need a paper. So, Tomas, in my pocket, there is not enough money. In my pocket, there's not enough money. Okay, Lolly, pencil and paper ready. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm going to put it there. Oh, and during the dictation, during the shadowing, I cannot see the chat, okay? Because I will be reading the sentences. So if there's something you need to ask me, please wait. When we do check the sentences, then I will be able to see the chat. But the first 2 parts, the first 2 steps, I cannot see the chat. So please wait for questions. If you have a question for me, please wait till we finish those first 2 parts. Okay, let's pop up the video. There it is. This is 90 of the video dictations. Okay, so our pattern here, not adjective enough, right? So not large enough, right? So large is the adjective describing, let's say, for example, pizza. So the pizza is the noun, and large is the adjective, and then it's not large enough. So the pattern not plus adjective plus enough means that something does not meet the required or expected level. So it doesn't meet your expectation. It is not satisfactory for you. You're going to complain. You don't like it because there's not enough. It's not sufficient, right? You are angry. Maybe you don't have to be angry. Okay, so let's do it. Zara! Zara's here. Okay, great to see Zara. Mwah, kisses for Zara. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put the sentences. So I can't see the chat right now. I do not see the chat. I'm sorry about that. Okay, here we go. We're doing it. Are you ready? Pencil and paper ready. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's roll the video. I will say each sentence twice. Dictation. This book is not easy enough for beginners. This book is not easy enough for beginners. Two, her handwriting is not clear enough to read. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. Three, the pizza is not big enough to share. The pizza is not big enough to share. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. The team is not strong enough to win the game. The team is not strong enough to win the game. The shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. The shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. The movie is not good enough to watch again. The movie is not good enough to watch again. Okay, good, good, good. That was dictation. I read each sentence twice, and you were listening and writing. That is dictation. Okay, let's shadow now. That is speaking practice, okay? We're going to say the sentences 3 times together, okay? Let's say the sentences together. Here we go. Shadowing. Okay, here we go. Number 1. The book is not easy enough for beginners. The book is not easy enough for beginners. The book is not easy enough for beginners. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. The pizza is not big enough to share. It's mine. It's only mine. The pizza is not big enough to share. No pizza for you. The pizza is not big enough to share. It's too small for everyone. It's not enough for everyone. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. Chew easily. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. Chew. The team is not strong enough to win the game. The team is not strong enough to win the game. The team is not strong enough to win the game. They are losers. This shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. It's too expensive. This shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. It's too expensive. This shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. It's out of my price range. It's out of my price range. Like price range, right? So, my price range for a shirt, let's say $20 to $30. So in between 20 and 30, okay, I can afford it, I can buy it. But this shirt is more than $30. So it's not cheap enough for me to buy. It's too expensive for me. Maybe for Tomas, it's okay. Tomas, his pockets are loaded. Tomas, his wallet is very heavy. So for Tomas, it's not a problem for him. It's a problem for me, not for Tomas. Okay, here we go. 7. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. It's a slow train. It's not going to arrive on time. It's too slow. And number 8, last one. This movie is not good enough to watch again. This movie is not good enough to watch again. This movie is not good enough to watch again. Right? So I've seen it once and that's enough. It's not good enough to watch again. Some movies you could watch again and again, right? Some movies you love and you can watch them with pleasure over and over, right? Every year you can, maybe there's a Christmas movie you can watch every year, or during Halloween there's a horror movie you can watch over and over again. Every year you can watch Friday the 13th, for example, or there's maybe a romance movie you can watch again and again, or like Mission Impossible, right? Those are good movies you can watch again and again. They're still entertaining. Over the years, you don't get tired of those. However, this one, once is enough. Okay, that was shadowing. Okay, good job. Just check it off. There we go, the check. It's done. We said the sentences 3 times together. Now I will be able to see the chat right now. Okay, I see the chat. Okay, let's check the sentences. If you got it right, shoot some hearts, right? So we can do that, right? There's heart. You can shoot those. Let the world know that you did it, right? You knew how to write the sentence. You got all the words correct. Here we go. Let's check the sentences. Did you get the sentence right? MF, hello MF. MF is in the house. Okay, here we go. Sentence number 1. The book is not easy enough for beginners, right? It's too difficult. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. So if you're a beginner, this book is too difficult, right? The words are too difficult. The thing about difficulty is what's the word? Oh gosh, the words escape me. Oh gosh, I can't remember the word, but like it doesn't appear often, right? You don't see it often, right? So for example, you go to the supermarket and food, you see that often, right? We talk about food all the time, and so like apples and oranges and onions and potatoes, those words are easy because we see them often, right? And the words we do not see often, the words that aren't used regularly, those are more difficult. We're exposed to those words less. The more exposure you are to the words, the easier it is for you to remember, right? And that's what makes like difficult things you forget, right? Difficult words that you don't see often. So basically, difficulty means that those words are not used very often. They are maybe like technical words, right? So those words are used maybe in a hospital by a doctor, right? We don't see a doctor often. We don't come across these words very often, and so then like I don't know that word. I can't because you're not exposed to it often, and so I always say easy to forget, right? So if you see the word once, you go to the hospital once a year. Those words used in the hospital, you forget them very quickly because you don't use them that often. And so it's easy to forget those. Where the words that you use often, they're easier to remember, right? Okay, let's go to number 2. Okay, here we go. Number 2, her handwriting is not clear enough to read. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. So, yeah, like a doctor's handwriting. That's good, Helga, because they're like writing very quickly, very fast. And I don't know, it seems like they do that on purpose, right? My mother, same way. My mother, she uses handwriting, cursive. Like cursive, I don't use cursive much, so it's something like, like, right, and then, and so it's like that, and so cursive, you could write it very quickly because your hand is on the paper. The pencil stays on the paper, where like printing, you go 1, 2, right? And so and so each time, each line, you take it off, right? You take your hand off the paper, and so it's clearer to read. Where cursive handwriting, it stays on, right? So you keep it on the paper. Right? And so it's faster, but it's more difficult to read. Where like printing, right? So each stroke, you lift your hand off. By doing that, it's easier to read. It's slower to print. Where cursive, it's much faster, but it's more difficult to see, right? To read, because it becomes kind of just a bunch of lines. It just like squiggles or something. So this is difficult. Like my mother, her writing is very difficult to read. Okay. Maya says, fluent English movie is not easy enough. So, yeah, for movies, might be the difficulty part is how fast they're speaking. and perhaps they're using a lot of idioms, and it depends on like the action of the movie, right? And perhaps, you know, the words they're using, you don't have experience with those words, or you don't have experience in that situation, right? And so again, you know, if they're like in a restaurant, you can understand it, right? Because you have experience in restaurants, right? You in your own language, you have experience in a restaurant, right? However, if you're watching an action movie, you don't have experience in that situation, right? And so it's difficult for you to interpret the situation, right? And so a lot of movies is not true life. It's fantasy in a way, right? It's a love story, or it's an adventure movie, or a horror movie, or, you know, it's a story. It's not true. And so you don't have experience with it. And so you don't have experience with the vocabulary, and you don't have experience with the concept. And so in your own language, you can understand what they're saying, but in, you know, another language, it's too difficult, right? Okay, here we go. The pizza is not big enough to share. Number 4, the steak is not soft enough to chew easily, right? Chew is biting, right? And so you have to bite down on it before it goes down your throat into your stomach. And so if the steak is too well done, if it's too tough, then you have to chew a lot, and it's not so easy to eat. And so I like my steak medium rare, and so it's soft and easy to chew. Number 5, the team is not strong enough to win the game. So when we talk about sports, right? If they say, oh, that's a strong team, that means they are good, right? They have skill. And so this team does not have enough skill. They do not have enough skill where the other team is more skillful. They're stronger. They're faster, right? So if you say, when we use strong, that's not only like muscle, but speed. How, you know, they can run fast. Also, they know the game very well. Sports is also mental, right? Of course, for sports, you need your body, right? But there's also strategy, right? How the game is played, like chess or something, right? And so in sports, there's also strategy. So there's lots of things that come into play for sports, right? Of course, your physical strength, you know, how fast you are, how strong you are, and then how well you know the game, how well you think in the game. And so there's lots of components in a game, in a sport. And so this team, it doesn't have the skills, doesn't have the strength, doesn't have the knowledge, doesn't have the speed to win. The other team is better in all those categories. This shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. It's, like I said before, it's not in my price range. Price range, right? So for example, my price range, for example, maybe $20 to $30. And so, okay, I can afford that shirt if it's between $20 and $30. If it's in that price range, I can buy it. But if it's above that, it's out of my price range. It's not cheap enough for me. It's too expensive. It's out of my price range. Is Miley? Okay, Miley. Mwah, thank you. Take it easy, Miley. Miley, ciao. Miley, ciao. Mwah. Okay, here we go. 7. Seven's, yeah, price range. Helga has a sad emoji. My price range is very low. Me too, Miley. All the money I earn goes to my children, my wife. There's nothing for me. Nothing for me. Okay, here we go. 7. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. That means it is going to be late. On time is the schedule. What is the schedule? When is it written, right? Like you go to the station and they have the schedule, right? And the times when the trains come, when they arrive in the station. And so that's the schedule. The time is written. The time has been decided. But for this train, it's too slow. It's going to be late. It's going to be late. So you will be upset. You will not be satisfied with this train because it will not be on time. And number 8, this movie is not good enough to watch again, right? So once is enough. It's a bad movie, or the movie could be, it's okay, but I'm not going to watch it again. I don't need to watch it again. There's probably lots of movies like that, right? You watch it, okay, it was all right, yeah. But there's other movies too, right? So maybe you don't want to keep watching that movie again, right? So it's not good enough to watch again. Once is enough. I'm satisfied with once. After that, I'm not going to watch it again. Okay, that was, we checked the sentences. How did you do? Did you get the sentence right? Right? Because step 1, listening. Step 2, speaking, but you didn't see the sentences. So how was your hearing? Did you hear the sentence correctly? Okay, let's check. We checked the sentences. Now it's the quiz. So there'll be 4 sentences for the quiz. There were 8 sentences in the dictation and shadowing, but for the quiz, we'll use 4 of the 8. So we'll use half the sentences. For the quiz, it's to check if you remembered the sentence, right? It's easy to forget, difficult to remember. Do you remember the sentences? You'll see the picture. By looking at the picture, write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Here we go. Okay, there is the picture. What is the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. If you remember the sentence, write the sentence in the chat. Okay, Sleepwalker is on the board. Good, Shams, it is quiz time. Okay, Lolly's on the board. Tetsuro's on the board. I see Helga's sentence. I see Sleepwalker's sentence. I see Lolly's sentence. I see Tetsuro's sentence. I see Zara's sentence. I see Ella's sentence. Let's see, Maya, Mark, if only all native speakers spoke like you, they would be good enough for me to get them. Mwah. So Maya, I'm from California. I'm from Los Angeles. So this is how Californians speak, like me. So Maya, you should go to California. If you go to California, you can understand everybody. Maybe almost. Los Angeles. If you go to Los Angeles, you can understand everybody. Maybe. There's still people who, like, I don't know. The thing is, I live in Japan, right? And so I'm an English teacher too. So I have that kind of training that I need to speak to people where they understand me, right? Like my students at the universities, I have to speak to them so they understand me. So okay, good. Yeah, Maya, you would love California. Check it out. Okay, here we go. Check it out. Check out the sentence. And California. There you go. Good. This book is not easy enough for beginners. This book is not easy enough for beginners. Good job. Let's go to our second sentence here. Write the sentence. It's the quiz. There we go. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. There's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. Sleepwalker's on the board. Lolly is on the board. Tetsuro, Ella, Helga, Samuel, very sad. We are very sad. Why are we sad? Why are we sad? I'm sad. Why are you sad? Okay, Sham's on the board. Okay, let's have a look. Why are we sad? That's right. They are cheapskates, Sleepwalker. That pizza place, they are cheapskates. They are tight. They are skimpers. They skimp on the pizza. Yeah, Maya, good. So, why are we sad? We're sad because they are cheapskates. That's right, Sleepwalker. The pizza is not big enough to share. We are sad because there's not enough for everyone. Okay, good, Olga, Zara, nice. And cheapskate, right? Those are the people who do not want to spend money. They're cheapskates. So they want to not share. And they don't want to make a larger pizza because maybe it's more expensive, right? The bigger the pizza, the more it costs to make. Stingy, that's another good one. Good. Okay, here we go. Our next. There we go. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. There's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, I see Sleepwalker. She's on the board. I see her sentence. Helga. I see Helga's sentence. I see Tetsuro's sentence. I see Ella's sentence. I see Lolly's sentence. Okay, Samuel. There's Olga. Okay, let's have a look. Shams. Here we go. All right, there's the sentence. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. Yeah, so Maya, you paid for it, you got to finish it, right? Even though you can't chew it easily, you paid for it, it's expensive, but you can complain. You can tell the waiter, the waitress, hey, you overcooked the steak. It's too chewy. I want a softer steak. Or they say, get a better cut, right? So as the steak gets more expensive, it gets softer, right? And so the cheap steaks are chewy and the expensive steaks are soft. And so, anyways, you get what you pay for, right? Like I don't even know, like steak cuts really. Like a sirloin is good, right? Top sirloin, that's a good cut of meat. Top sirloin, it's like one of the best. Okay, here we go. We got one more. There we go. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. There's the picture. There's the sentence. Yeah, marbled. Yeah, like I don't like marbled steak so much. Yeah, like marble is like little pockets of fat, right? I like it lean, but like a nice cut, like a top sirloin. It's not marbled, but it's, you know, it's high quality. It's the best part of the cow. Okay, there we go. Sleepwalker, Helga, Samuel, Ella, Tetsuro, Lolly. Yeah, I like beef. I don't eat it much. I don't eat it often. I don't eat it often, but I like it. Mostly eat chicken. Chicken and fish, mostly. Hey, Eileen. Hello, Eileen from Australia. Oh, Brazil, sorry. Eileen from Brazil. Mwah. Kisses. Welcome, welcome, Eileen. I like turkey, Sleepwalker. I like turkey. Here in Japan, we don't have much turkey here in Japan. Kisses right back, Eileen. Nice. Okay, there we go. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's the sentence. The movie is not good enough to watch again. Right? Once is enough. Let's don't watch it again. It's a waste of time. Okay, that was the quiz, right? That was the quiz. Now we're going to... is fish cheap in Japan? I'm not sure. There's different kinds of fish, right? It depends what you get. Lots of fish in Japan. So, Maya, you go to the supermarket and the fish area is pretty big. It really depends what kind of fish. But yeah, fish is popular in Japan, of course, right? We got water all around us. We have water all around Japan, so there's lots of fishing in Japan. Okay, it's time to review. We're going to say the sentences together, right? Before the dictation, we were kind of stop and go, stop and go. Here, we're going to just review the sentences. We're going to say them together. We're going to roll the video. We're going to say all 8 sentences in a row. We're not going to stop. Okay, here we go. Let's say the sentences together. The book is not easy enough for beginners. Oh, I said it wrong. Let's start again. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it one more time. My mistake. This book is not easy enough for beginners. Her handwriting is not clear enough to read. The pizza is not big enough to share. The steak is not soft enough to chew easily. The team is not strong enough to win the game. This shirt is not cheap enough for me to buy. The train is not fast enough to arrive on time. This movie is not good enough to watch again. Okay, right. All right, good, good, good. That was all 8 sentences together. We said them together. Good job, everyone. And the topic was not, well, you can't see. The video is in the way. Yeah, okay, so not plus adjective plus enough, right? So not sufficient, not satisfactory. It's you need more, or it doesn't fit your budget. It's not satisfactory for you. You want more. Okay, not enough. Okay, good, good, good. That was the review, right? So let's check it off. Okay, good. Now we got another activity, and that is Lolly's Revenge. Our next activity is Lolly's Revenge. That is number 5. Lolly's Revenge. And it is a conversation between 2 people, Joe and Sue. Joe and Sue, and there are 4 steps. Step 1 is the conversation. Step 2 is questions and answers. Step 3, we'll read it. And then step 4, we'll shadow. That is, we will be Joe, we will be Sue, we will be the conversation. We will say it together. Lolly's Revenge, conversation, questions and answers. I will ask you questions and you will answer the questions. Then we will read the conversation together and we will say the conversation together. Okay? So let's do it, shall we? This is Joe and this is Sue. Okay? And during the conversation, I will not be able to see the chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can't see the chat, so I'm sorry. So I'm reading the conversation, okay? So here we go. I will say the conversation 3 times. Listen carefully, because after I read the conversation, I will ask you 4 questions about the conversation. It's your comprehension check. Okay, here we go. Let me get some water. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here is Joe. Joe is first. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. So I have to cough. Sorry. Oh, no. I'm sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start again. I have heating on, and so the air is dry. And anyway, so sorry about that. Okay, let's start again. Here we go. Joe is first. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There is a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes. But now I'm feeling low. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to read it again. Joe's first. Here we go. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary to what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There is a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Okay, here we go. Third time, last time, and then there are questions about this conversation. Okay, here we go. Joe's first. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary to what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There is a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Okay, that was the conversation. That was the conversation. Okay, now it's time for questions. Here we go. I have to pop up the questions here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Question number one. Question number one. What are Sue's plans for the weekend? What are Sue's plans for the weekend? What are Sue's plans for the weekend? And I'll put the question up right here. There it is. What are Sue's plans for the weekend? Okay, Zara, good. Getting a pair of running shoes. Sleepwalker, Sue is thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. Costa Magna, to buy a pair of running shoes. Lolly, she is thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. Tetsuro, her plans are running. Helga, Sue's plans are to get a pair of running shoes. Marcos, She's thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. Yes, sleepwalker. Okay, question number 2. Very good, everyone. And question number 2 is, who was a fast runner? Who was a fast runner? Who was a fast runner? And I'm going to put it right up here. Question number 2. Who was a fast runner? Okay, Lolly says, Sue used to be a fast runner. Zara, Sue. Helga, Sue was a fast runner. Tetsuro, Sue was. Costa Magna, Sue was a fast runner. Shams, Sue used to be a fast runner. Samuel, Sue was a fast runner. Very good. Okay, question number 3. Oh gosh, Sue was a fast runner. Very good. Who was a fast runner? Sue was a fast runner. Okay, question number 3. Here we go. 3. What is in the hallway? What is in the hallway? What is in the hallway? I'll put it right here. Okay, question number 3. What is in the hallway? Sleepwalker, there is a picture of Sue running in the hallway. Lolly, Sue's picture is in the hallway. What is in the hallway? Tetsuro, there is a picture of her running in the hallway. Zara, Sue's picture. Costa Magna, there is a picture of Sue in the hallway. Good, good, good. Helga, there is a picture of Sue running in the hallway. Okay, and here we go. Samuel, the picture of Sue was in the hall. Well, there is a picture of Sue running in the hallway. There is a picture of Sue running in the hallway. Marcos, there's a picture of Sue running in the hallway. Very good. Shams, Sue's picture is in the hallway. Very good. Okay, question number 4. Number 4. Why is Sue feeling low? Why is Sue feeling low? Why is Sue feeling low? I'll put the question right here. Why is Sue feeling low? Okay, yeah, you got it. Very good. You guys got it. So why is Sue feeling low? So feeling low means sad, right? Feeling blue, feeling sad. And so why is Sue feeling sad? And Sleepwalker, perhaps Sue thinks that Joe didn't recognize her because she changed a lot. Yeah, good, good, good. Okay, Lolly says, maybe Sue is getting older. Zara, because she cut running a long time ago. Yeah. Ella says Sue is feeling low because she is not fast enough anymore. No, not that, Ella, so much. So Sleepwalker, she said perhaps Sue thinks that Joe didn't recognize her because she changed a lot. So let's see. I'll wait for a few more people to answer. So why is Sue feeling low? Right, so think about the conversation. So Joe asked Sue what her plans are, and she said, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting some running shoes." And so Joe was surprised. Why do you need running shoes? So Joe's not even thinking that Sue exercises. He doesn't think that she runs. And then she goes, "Oh, I used to be a fast runner. I used to be a good runner." And then Joe's surprised. And Sue's like surprised too. "Wait, didn't you, there's a picture of me running in the hallway." So hallway is like in the house, right? And so there's a hall, and there's like the rooms, right? And so a lot of people put pictures in the hallway. And so there's a picture of Sue in the hallway, and Joe never noticed it. And so it's like, I'm surprised you never noticed that. That's me running. Why are you surprised? I want to get some running shoes. Why are you surprised? I want to start running again. Marcos, she's not running anymore. She doesn't have enough time for exercise. Okay, it's true, that's true, but that's not what I was thinking. Okay, Lolly says maybe she is nostalgic for the past when she used to be a fast runner. Okay. Okay, Ella, we're going to read it. So no problem. We're going to read it now. So when we read it, we'll talk about it. So I think it's more, yeah, Helga, it's Joe. Sue is feeling sad or low because of Joe. So Joe is the reason. Let's read it now, okay? And I think you guys will understand. Okay, so that was the questions. So let's read it, and then so Joe is being insensitive, yeah, like Helga said. So let's read it together. So I'm going to put the conversation on the board so we can read it together. There it is. Let's make it large enough to read. Large enough. Large enough. So we want to be able to read it. Okay, so the fourth question, question number 4, why is Sue feeling low? Okay, why is Sue feeling low? So let's read the conversation and think about that. What's Joe's reaction? Why is Sue surprised? Why is Joe surprised? What's the miscommunication? The miscommunication. What is Joe doing? What is Sue doing? Why is Sue sad at the end? Okay, so Joe says, what are you doing this weekend, Sue? Sue says, I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? Okay, so Joe says, when did you ever run? And Sue says, on the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There's a picture, there's a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Okay, let's read it again and we'll talk about it. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. So, so do you guys understand now more? So there's a couple key, like here's like one key word, again, right? So again, and that means like to start, so when you use like again, like for example, oh, I want to start running again. That means you took time off. So maybe a long time ago, Sue was a runner, right? And she was a fast runner, but she stopped. And perhaps she got busy and she didn't have time. Or she had an injury. Maybe she had an injury or something. Some reason she stopped, right? And now she wants to start again, right? She wants to get back. She's thinking, oh, you know, summer's coming, spring is coming, spring is approaching. What did Tomas say? Coming in, or I forgot what Tomas said. Approaching. Anyways, spring is coming day by day, right? And so maybe Sue wants to get back in shape. And so running is really good exercise, right? If you want to lose weight, running is the best for losing weight. And Joe has no idea. And he goes, again, like, so when you use again, that means you did it before. And so here Joe says, again, like he never knew she ever ran. Like maybe the time he knew Sue, like she was never a runner when they were together. And so again, like that means you used to do it. So he never knew she used to do it. And so he's surprised. And then she goes, yeah, in the hallway, there's a picture of me. But Joe never noticed it. He goes, that's you? He thought it was somebody else. Maybe he thought it was like one of Sue's friends or cousins or niece or, you know. So Joe is surprised. And then Sue is feeling sad because Joe doesn't understand her, or I don't know. She thought Joe knew. She thought that Joe knew that was her running in the picture, right? In the hallway. Let's see. Okay, Sleepwalker says, on the contrary of what you think, Sue started crying. And then Hannah says, because she changed a lot before she met Joe. Maybe, yeah. Tetsuro says, Joe didn't realize it at all, right? So Joe didn't know Sue used to be a runner, and so Sue thought he knew. And so there's a picture of her running, so she was in shock, surprised, like, hey, that's me. And so she's feeling sad, right? Yeah, good. So Sleepwalker says, Sue was proud of the picture, but Joe didn't notice it at all. That's exactly it, Sleepwalker. So Sue had like, oh, that I was in good shape. That's a picture of me. I'm really happy about that picture. But Joe had no idea, and so it made her very sad. So let's read it one more time, and then we will shadow it. Here we go. So that's good. So Sleepwalker has it perfect. So she's proud of that picture, and then Joe had no idea, so it made her very sad. Okay, let's read it one more time here. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Okay. Good. Okay, we're gonna shadow now. We're gonna be Joe. We're gonna be Sue. So we read the conversation. So now you guys get the context of the conversation, right? They're missing each other, right? So Sue is surprised by Joe questioning, why are you getting running shoes? And so Joe is clueless. He's clueless. They're missing each other, and it's making Sue feel bad. It's making Sue feel sad. Okay, let's shadow. Let's say the conversation together. Here we go. Countdown to shadowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What are you doing this weekend, Sue? What are you doing this weekend, Sue? What are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? What do you need running shoes for? What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. I want to start running again. I want to start running again. Again, when did you ever run? Again, when did you ever run? Again, when did you ever run? On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew that. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? That's you? That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Okay. Joe. Don't be insensitive. Okay, here we go. We're going to read it one more time. We always, after we shadow, we always check it one more time. Here we go. Joe, what are you doing this weekend, Sue? I'm thinking about getting a pair of running shoes. What do you need running shoes for? I want to start running again. Again? When did you ever run? On the contrary of what you think, I used to be a fast runner. I never knew that. There's a picture of me running in the hallway. That's you? Yes, but now I'm feeling low. Yeah. Poor Joe, he's always on the wrong roll. Good, Lolly. Joe, clueless Joe. We should call him Clueless Joe. Okay, good, good, good. That was Lolly's Revenge. Mwah. And that was shadowing. Okay, we got one more activity. We're running late. I'm sorry. We are running late, but we got another activity. It's another worksheet. It's another idiom. We closed our class with a worksheet. See, we added the card guessing game. And so the card guessing game made the class go longer. Okay, so it is Idiom Worksheet. Okay, and we have example sentences done by the green team. The green team, they made sentences. We will look at their sentences, and then you will write your own sentences. And the idiom is feel low. Feel low, and that's, you know, to be depressed, to be sad. Okay, so feeling sad, feeling depressed, feeling low. And so it's a worksheet. All the worksheets we do here are there on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. Let's check it out. There it is, right there, right there. We gotta make it larger. We have to make it large enough. We have to make it large enough. Large enough. Here we go. Oh, feeling low, feeling low. Okay, so feel low, to be depressed. And we got example sentences. Yes, we do. The green team, they spent time writing sentences for you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Marion's sentence. I ended up feeling low due to the fact that I failed the exam for the third time, even though I studied a lot. One more time. I ended up feeling low due to the fact that I failed the exam for the third time, even though I studied a lot. Good sentence, Mariam. Lolly's sentence. If you're feeling low, talk to someone you trust. If you're feeling low, talk to someone you trust. Great advice, Lolly. Don't be sad. Talk to someone. Okay, our next sentence, Tetsuro sentence. When I feel low, I listen to music, take a bath, and snuggle with cats for a change. When I feel low, I listen to music, take a bath, and snuggle with cats for a change. So that's good advice too. That will help you feel better for sure. Raj here has a sentence. Here we go. I always felt low when I didn't have much knowledge about the English language. I always felt low when I didn't have much knowledge about the English language, right? So learning is difficult, and learning, right? Like learning English, it's kind of like a roller coaster, right? You know, you're feeling, oh, okay, I'm feeling good. You're feeling high, right? You feel you're learning and you have confidence, and then you go down, right? And so every time you improve, then there's a drop. And so it's like this. But what happens, you go, but you're going up, right? So you're still, so you started there, but now you're here. But from there to here, there's like ups and downs, right? And so there's times you feel low. Oh, I don't understand. But don't give up. But you are getting better. Even though there are times you feel low, you feel like depressed. I'm not learning enough. I'm not learning fast enough. You're still improving. Remember, you're still improving. So great, Raj. Thank you. Okay, Marcos. Here's Marcos's sentence. He feels low every time he checks his bank account. Oh, he feels low every time he checks his bank account. Don't show me the bank account. Good sentence. All right, and we got, next is Mirena. Don't feel low if you listen to the news. Imagine a hug and a child smiling. You are not alone. Don't feel low if you listen to the news. Imagine a hug and a child smiling. You are not alone, right? So if you just always listen to the news, it's depressing. It's depressing listening to the news all the time, right? So don't get too caught up in the news. Play some sports. Go outside, go running, go for a walk. You'll feel better. Okay, Mary, her sentence. If you ever feel low, just remember you have friends who care. That's very important. If you ever feel low, just remember you have friends who care. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You have friends who care. Carlos, I want to go to the party. Oh, sorry, I won't. I won't go to the party. I feel low. I won't go to the party. I feel low. Yeah, so that's okay. Just chill out. That's okay. If you feeling a little sad, stay home, watch a movie, snuggle with the cats, listen to some music, take a bath, and you will feel better the next day. Okay, now it's your turn to write sentences. And I'm going to put, so on the worksheet, right? So right there, you write your own sentences right there. Right there. You got example sentences. You got a place where you write your sentences. And at the top, you got the definition, and you got a picture that gives you context of the meaning. So right now, I want you to write sentences in the chat, and the idiom is feel low. Okay. There are the example sentences for you from the green team. Okay, that's right, Ella. Learning English is a roller coaster. Sleepwalker, do you feel low today? No, why? On the contrary, I feel fantastic. Nice. Helga, I feel low because of the surrounding situation from which there is no fair way out. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Sleepwalker, I feel low after the accident. I need some refreshments. Refreshments like food, right? Zara, when my daughter got sick, I felt low. Yeah. Lolly, she didn't feel low after losing the competition. Oh, on the contrary, she was motivated to train harder. Nice, Lolly. That's right. So that is like champions. That's a good point. Champions, after they lose, defeat, they don't get low. They train harder, right? They fight back. That shows that they need to get better, right? Where like weak people, losers, they feel sad after they lose. They get depressed. They feel low. They don't fight back. But winners, they take the defeat, they learn from the defeat, and they train harder. That's a great sentence, Lolly. Maya, yes, the news is depressing. I feel a little bit, yeah, bad situation. I hope it's going to get better. It has to. It has to. Can't continue like this. It's not going to continue like this. Hannah, I'm feeling low because my parents have already gone back home. Oh, that's sad. Maya, Sue is going to feel better as soon as she starts running. Yep. That running and exercise is the best if you're feeling low. Shams, if you feel low, a little sad, but come back fast. Nice. Samuel, if you are feeling low, go outside and watch the children playing. Good. Costa Magna, life is like a wave. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel low. Olga, she felt low when she broke her favorite cup. Let's go 3 minutes now. We're going to go 3 minutes, and then actually there's a quiz on top of the chat. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. And there are 4 choices. Choose the best word. Choose the best word. It's in the chat. On top of the chat, in the white box, there's a sentence. There's a missing word. Choose the best word. There's a choice of 4. We got 2 minutes for your sentences using the idiom feel low. 3 minutes. Okay, I set it. Here we go. And start. Okay, 3 minutes to write your sentence. Write your sentence. Then we will do the quiz in the chat. Sleepwalker, Mark never feels low. On the contrary, he is always energetic. I'm lucky. I guess, you know, like, I never, my whole life, I've always been pretty energetic my whole life. And I've never had depression. So, yeah, so I'm lucky, you know, like some people, you know, it's like any, you know, maybe some people get allergies easily. Some people get colds easily. Some people get headaches easily. Some people get depressed or sad easily. I'm lucky. I've never had that problem. So, I mean, we all get sad, but I'm usually pretty positive, optimistic, yeah. So I've always been that way. It's my nature. It's who I am, I guess. It's the nature of me. It's my nature. Okay, you guys are already putting in the quiz. Got another. Okay, well, hold on a second real quick. Oh, Tetsuo's got a sentence. Cold pizza makes me feel low. On the contrary, I really want to lie down on the bed. Okay, you guys are already writing the quiz sentence. Okay, we'll do that now. We're overtime, right? So I understand. Okay. Let's do the quiz. I get it. We're way over time. Okay, we're gonna just stop it now. Oh, Marcos, okay. When I'm feeling low, I go for a walk to clear my mind. Yeah, I always do that too. So there's ways to stop it. Yeah. When you're feeling low, there's ways to stop it. And getting outside, going for a walk is a great way to stop feeling low. Sleepwalker. On the contrary, Tetsuo wants to dance after eating pizza. Happy feet. Happy Pete or pizza equals happy feet. Pizza equals happy feet. And pineapple pizza is fantastic. Pineapple pizza is very delicious. There we go, Sleepwalker. Happy feet. Musa. Mwah. Musa's in the house. We're at the end here, Musa. We're at the end. Okay. We got to wrap things up. We're way over time. We're like 25 minutes after we're overtime. 25 minutes overtime, almost 30 minutes overtime. Okay, here we go. In the chat, on top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. And there's a choice of 4 words. Which is the best word for the sentence? Let's open up the box. Let's check out the sentence. Okay, here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? Yeah? Okay. The sentence is, the cheered loudly at the soccer match. The cheered loudly at the soccer match. Choose the best word. Is it crowd? Is it crowds? Is it crowded? Is it crowding? Does the sentence go like this? The crowd cheered loudly at the soccer match. The crowds cheered loudly at the soccer match. The crowded cheered loudly at the soccer match. The crowding cheered loudly at the soccer match. Soccer match. Choose the best word. Good luck. Yeah, and I'm looking at the chat. It is crowd. That is correct. You guys got it. The crowd cheered loudly at the soccer match. Yes, great job. Yes, Lolly, the crowd cheered loudly at the soccer match. Good. Maya, good. Everyone, you guys got it. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, thank you so much. And Maya, it's been great. You were with us the whole time. That's great. Come back next week, Maya. Come back every week. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. Okay. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. I'll be back on Friday, 10 a.m. Friday. I live in Japan. This is Japan time. Thank you, Ella. Thank you, Helga, Sleepwalker, Zara, and the Green Team. Thank you, Green Team. Tetsuro, Lolly, Marcos, Tomas. Oh, I gotta go back. Jeez. Musa, thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then Miley was here, and Tomas was here, and Lolly, of course, is here. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you. Love and peace to you and your family. Olga, thank you so much. Please come back next week. Please come back on Friday. Please come here on Sunday. Thank you, Marcos. Maya, thank you. Please come back soon, Maya. Don't be a stranger. Okay, and Peace and love to you and your family. Be healthy, stay safe, smile when you smile. You're happy, and happiness is very, very important. And by smiling, you help other people smile too. So, there's Tomas. Okay, cheers, Tomas. Thank you so much. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. Don't forget Patreon. Don't forget to join the green team, okay? Please, please. Everything's in the descriptions below. Check it out and help me so I can help you. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. We are counting down to say goodbye. Have a great week, everyone. Have a great week. Today is Tuesday. I will be back on Friday. So peace and love to you and your family. Be safe and stay healthy, everyone. Okay, we're counting down to saying goodbye. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. And I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you.